God. You know, all the superhero movies that you have seen Hollywood produce, they are all trying to give you a spiritual message. Mind you, the guys in Hollywood, they are not fools. Of all the things that they are doing, entertainment is not one of it. No spirit is interested in entertaining you. No spirit wants you to laugh, and then that's all. Every content is for two assignments, either for edification or for corruption. Anything that enters your eye or enter your ear will do one of these two assignments. Either it will edify you. To edify means to add to your stature of holiness. To corrupt you means to plant seed of a fallen nature in you. So that while you watched it, you did not know that you have fallen. It's just a matter of time. Because as he thinks in his heart, so it is. Hey, every secular song you listen to, every corrupted movie scene you watch, you say, it's not harmful. It's just, is it not just a movie? No spirit wants you to relax. And when you enter the lexicon of spirit, you will not find any word like entertain. Have you found out that Jesus never cracked any joke throughout his ministry? Was there any point where Jesus was teaching and you heard that the Bible says, and the people laughed? You are even laughing. When the early apostles are done talking, people gather and say, men and brethren, what should we do? Tears became because that content is for edification. Spirits have found ways to deceive us. And so the average comedy skits that we call comedy now is actually pornography at superficial level. You don't know why the ladies are dressed that way. You don't know why they are selling those subconscious messages to you and leaving your mind to complete the imagination. It's corruption they are selling to your soul. Little wonder a generation like ours find it very hard to stand on the ground of consecration, because the average content that permeates our heart are things of corruption. The Bible says, know ye not that if you sow to the flesh, you will of the flesh reap corruption. Go for Jesus. Look for Jesus now that you are young. This is why I screen my meetings. My interest is my generation. Look for Jesus now. Because very soon, you will find out that certificate without Jesus is still zero. Hey, I've seen it too many times. You will find out that I hope you know you can do ministry without Jesus. Jesus don't know you again. What you have now is procedure. With number 1, opening prayer. Number 2, Sister Nkechi will take worship. Then they call Sister Nkechi and say, are you ready? And they say testimony. And they write offering with capital letter. Then you repeat it for 40 years. You turn your back and look at the people that have been under that atmosphere, and you cannot find obedience factored into their nature. Everybody still lives according to his own will. You know, you don't have a particular challenge in this space. Anywhere you enter, at least looks like a Christian dominated area. To amaze you to know that if the immortals want to take sample for true Christians, you will not find most of them in a Christian area. There is something about persecution and affliction with the stature of a Christian. In fact, it is a sheikh, an Islamic cleric, that say, if you want to destroy Christians, don't give them war, give them peace. Give them pleasure and they will forget their God. It was matters like this that the great teacher knew. And he says, don't give me too much to eat that I will forget you. He says, allow my soul have a little contact with sorrow so that I will continue to meditate. Teach us to number our days so that we may incline our heart unto wisdom. See, the people we speak about, they are asking God, please allow small sorrow come around my life from time to time so that it will help me to stay on check. You know the popular song in this day Christianity, there is something that makes me come into your presence. They are pretending. You know the song. Oh, Oh, on Sunday, in every corner, we come and we use our voices to tell God exactly why we came. There is something. There's something that makes me to your presence. While David's own prayer was, I'd rather be a doorkeeper. I want to be a gate man in your presence. But this generation say, you see, we call God all kinds of names, and the names we bestow upon him is a reflection of what we are looking for from him. The best of what we have is that we are using God. And God knows we are using him. But he is too in love to give up on us. Why did you come to him? You want to use him. Some of you have used him to a level. Some of you are planning to use him, and he knows he has checked your diary. He saw the things you wrote. Your best vocabulary is me, myself, and I. Every time you speak is by the grace of God. So you first use him. Then you say, when I graduate, I will serve in. Then I will get a job here. I will marry. Oh, you needed to see my plan. My plan was immediately after my MSc, I go straight to Abuja, live near Koza, in Guzape Hills. Oh, it's those terrace buildings. I've put myself in one of those apartments, and I'm going to cut a beautiful damsel. I say I will serve you, oh God. You can see my heart, Father. I will be a. You know, there's a way you'll be telling God, just try me and see. God, just trust me with this thing. And God don't need to try you. He has seen your end from the beginning. While you are talking, they say, look at this liar. There's a way you are praying now. That thing you are praying for, because of God's, oh, Jesus. You know, there are characters that you need to be perpetually conscious about concerning God, so that you will know he's not a man. And when you are talking to him, you will look at him from the lens that he's not like I cannot pray around him. God is at the end from the beginning. He's not Alpha and Omega. He's Alpha Omega. He is both in the end of a matter that has not even begun yet. So while you are saying, Lord, bless me, and I will, you know, you came out from one all night, and they say, maybe you should try the Anna dimension of prayer. And then you say, what is the Anna dimension? You know, there are too many dimensions in this generation. So they added one new rema to you. And they say, in this context, don't ask God for anything for yourself. Pipe your request through his own will. So you say, Lord, you know, Anna has been crying, give me a child, give me a child, give me a child. It has not come. Then they say, tell God that, give me a child, and I will give it back to you. Just make me a route to host a baby for you. Hey, then you now come with your greedy heart and say, Lord, bless me and I will become a kingdom fire. Before you finish, say kingdom fire. They will carry 2 billion in the world of spirit and add to your spirit, and watch the change of shape of your spirit. That is before you say finance. You know what follows many of our prayer requests? As soon as you are asking for it, immediately, because of mercy, they begin to take you through the tribulation that will qualify you to handle it. And so many people don't know that the answer to their prayer is actually affliction sometimes, because it's only affliction that gives you capacity to bear the things you have asked for that you don't have capacity to hold. And so immediately you say, Lord, give me, and God sees that you don't have space to carry. It is like seeing something in your phone of your friend, and you say, send it to me, and your phone gave you an honest advice. Memory space not sufficient. There is something you need to delete from your phone to receive this one. So what must live your life? How do you think it will live without pain? You say, God, add, and you don't know that something will go out. God, give, and you don't know that something will leave you. There are times when it is your prayer that will be responsible for many friendships that will end. Suddenly you will just see people misunderstanding you, left, right, and center, and it looks like you are becoming more lonely. No, a spirit is creating space. Memory space, not sufficient matter, is what they are addressing. There are times you will pray and say, Lord, increase this business, and God will shut down the business. Hey, and you say, it's as though that prayer did not work. It was, in fact, it was when I prayed the prayer that the little spirits are creating space. Jesus says, I have yet so many things to say unto you. But the challenge is you cannot bear them. You don't have space. See, this space matter I'm speaking about, some of you don't have space to receive the kind of husband you are imagining. So it will always be only your imagination. There is a space. That your selfishness, that your self-centeredness, Jesus will use experience to break it. People will shatter your hearts in multiple pieces. And you will think that it's even after a heated prayer time when you have decided to live holy and righteous. Now you are now meeting all kinds of questionable brothers. It's space business. They are creating space. You will go back and cry and say, Lord, but this is not the plan. I asked you before I entered this relationship,